Hi, I'm Christie Gaynor, and I am over 50 years old, and I have been using Dr. Lewis's Miracle of the Sea for over a year now. And I've been going to see Dr. Lewis for quite some time. I'm a very white person, lots of freckles and moles. I burn very easily, and unfortunately I've had a lot of melanomas and basal cell carcinomas. So having this product has helped me immensely. Not only has it eliminated a lot of the sun damage that I have, but also the crepe-iness that I had started to get underneath the eyes and in the neck area and in the chest area as well has greatly diminished, and I could not be happier and would recommend his product to anyone looking to improve the health of their skin as well as their appearance.
I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, and I moved to Southern California when I was about 5 or 6. I was literally in the sun my whole life. Years later, I started paying for it because I had a lot of skin damage, particularly on areas that were highly exposed. Hands, forearms, face, neck, lip, and ears. Every few weeks, every few months, I'd have these lesions burned off with that treatment. I was barely treading water. What really got my attention, though, was the lesions on my lower lip. It was explained to me that the squamous cells on the lip are the only ones on the surface of the outer body that can go directly in the bloodstream and kill you. That obviously got my attention. Fortunately, at that time, I also became aware of the fact of the products of Miracle of the Sea. I was highly motivated to do something about this for obvious reasons. I started treatment about a year ago on my lip. First 6 months, there were a few lesions that had to be removed. For the last 6 months, I've only had one tiny little spot that's been removed. In the last 4 to 5 months, none. The lip is much, much healthier. I'm a retired dentist. Part of my training was obviously in the basic sciences and medical training, scientific training. As a patient, I was emotionally very thrilled to see how clinically everything was responding to the treatment, and the fact that I had a clear lip and probably is not going to have my lip removed. But because of a scientific background, I wanted to prove it scientifically. So I volunteered to be a biopsy donor. The right arm was the control arm. The left arm, which I had been treating for about a year, was the treated arm. Today I came in to get my stitches removed. Here they are. You may be able to see the left arm has a much deeper, richer tone to it. That's because the skin is thicker, the capillary beds are greater, this skin is thinner, more friable, easily bruises, easily is scraped. This arm has gotten a lot better. This arm has been treated this last year at least 40 or 50 times. 2 or 3 lesions were removed on this side. Today I saw the results of the microscope. Just look at the microscope now. It's amazing. The control arm, very thin epidermis, few capillary beds. This arm, much thicker, dermis and subdermis. Also, little ridges that you see in the skin on the microscope, highly increased. I looked on the computer under normal skin. My side here now looks like normal skin. It was very obvious to me from a scientific standpoint, this medication, the Miracle of the Sea, is indeed working.
My name's Caroline. I'm 57 years old, and I've been a patient with Dr. Lewis for 10 years. I'm very interested in skincare. Of course, I'm aging, my skin has been changing. I'm postmenopausal, so my skin is thinner and drier. I definitely noticed that. I started using the Miracle of the Sea almond oil with lemon extract exactly 2 months ago, and it has made a remarkable difference in my skin. I've used it on my face as well as on bruising that I have. I bruise easily. and scarring. And the Miracle of the Sea oil has made more of a difference in my skin than any anti-aging product I've ever used. It's diminished my fine lines, brightened my complexion. Oh, it has diminished the feathering lines that you get around the lips that women hate so much. I actually started focusing on that area at one point because it's one of the things about aging that bothers me. And it's actually starting to soften those very fine lines around the lip line. It softened the lines around my eyes, it softened my nasolabial folds, and it resolves my bruising very quickly as well as scarring. So it's an amazing product, and I think I'm going to be using it for the rest of my life.
I'm Dr. James Kaplan, Jim Kaplan, and I'm an internist and lung specialist in the Beverly Hills community. Miracle of the Sea I've been using for a few months now. It's done dramatically, it has dramatically improved a lot of my precancers in my face, my lip, my nose, my scalp. Almost had to be cut out, but now it's going away, and this is going away, this is going away. Things on my lip, I have big divots and they're getting better, and probably will not need to have anything more done other than continual use of Miracle of the Sea. As a physician, I think it's a remarkable product. It's preventing me from developing skin cancers and more aggressive therapy for it.
Hi, my name is Justin. I'm 9 years old and I got burned really, really bad.
Just short of 6 weeks ago, Justin was burned horribly. He had third-degree burns on his buttocks and second-degree burns on his back. And we took him to the emergency room, of course, and another doctor before we began seeing Dr. Lewis. And they put on traditional gauze bandages with instructions that we had to every day remove the old bandage and put on new gauze bandages. And it was very hard, and because Justin was in excruciating pain, to take that old bandage off caused him to be in worse pain, and then it was terribly uncomfortable for him. And so we did that for 2 days, and it was a very difficult process. And then we started treating with Dr. Lewis, and he put on the Miracle bandage tape onto Justin that didn't have to be removed every day.
I had burns which I had to use bandages that I had to switch every day. And Dr. Lewis gave me these bandages that I could switch every 3 weeks.
Primarily, it was just to say a miracle because Justin didn't have to endure the excruciating pain of removing the bandage every day, day in and day out. And the Miracle tape just stayed, and you could see the healing process going on underneath it, and we could apply the medicine directly on top of the Miracle tape, and it was just wonderful. And more importantly, the end result is just short of, again, a miracle. It's beyond my wildest expectations that he would have virtually no scarring whatsoever, and with a third-degree burn and second-degree burns. It's definitely a miracle product, and it just seems to be so commonsensical that you don't have to remove the bandage day in and day out, and it was just godsend for us.